What is up, guys? I wanted to post it to the second channel. I am going to post one to the main channel. I'll probably make it right after this one. And I should have recorded this night of the game, but I was exhausted. But obviously, you clicked on it. This is my reaction post-game to the Georgia Bulldogs being the national champions, beating my Alabama Crimson Tide. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It's never easy to lose, obviously, especially for a team I love so much. But it's especially never easy to lose a national championship. And I've had the displeasure of seeing that done 3 times. Now, I've also had the pleasure of seeing it done, 6 times in the last 12 years? Or I wasn't around for all of those, or to watch at least. Some of them I was like 3 years old. But you understand my point. But I've been around to watch us lose 3 times in the championship. 2016 Clemson, 2018 Clemson, and now 2021 Georgia Bulldogs. And before I start this video, because I'll probably go into depth about the game, this is just a rant. I'll have more formulated, more organized opinions on the one on the main channel. But before we start, go ahead, talk all your trash. Go ahead. This video might get the comments disabled because sometimes YouTube's policy is weird. They will take my videos down or disable my comments if they see my face. I'm trying to get that changed. I think I'm going to be able to start posting my face back on the main channel. But we'll see. But anyways, go ahead, talk all your trash. Y'all deserve it. Except Auburn fans. But Georgia fans, go ahead, talk all your trash. I'm not one of these guys who's gonna be like, oh, y'all don't know how to win, y'all, blah, blah, blah. No, I mean, if you've been waiting this long, and honestly, I'm gonna say it, and it's gonna sound like a diss, but I'm not even meaning it this way. You've been waiting 41 years for a championship. You deserve it. You deserve to talk trash when you finally win. Because it's just not common for you. No disrespect, of course. But it's just not common for you. And I'll put my big point pants on and take it. I will say, though, some of it sucks. If you don't know, we lost to Georgia. Obviously, this video is about, but we lost Georgia in the national championship of football. Then the day after, Alabama basketball gets beaten, a very close one, by Auburn. And oh my God, that 2-day stretch is just terrible. So it's not been fun. I was at school, and I had a dude, I've recognized him. He's an Auburn dude, and he takes a glance at my hoodie, looks back at me, and barks in my face. One, you're a grown high schooler. This man is 16, 17, 18 years of age. That's weird to bark at people's faces. 2, you're taking credit for another team's win. That's big, just little brother energy right there. To take credit for another team's win. Because, he was barking because Georgia Bulldogs. Duh. But yeah. And also I want to say that prayers to Jameson Williams, John Mechie, and Josh Jobe. All of them had injuries. And before you rush to my comments to comment something about this, I am not making excuses for this game. Everybody, all my friends, a lot of my family will try to find comfort in the fact, or try to find comfort in the statement, I didn't mean to say fact, that Alabama would have won if they had this guy, or their injuries didn't happen. I'm not the type of guy to do that. I mean, every team deals with injuries. This isn't an Alabama-only problem. Obviously, it would have been nice to have Jameson Williams, and I'm so devastated that he tore his ACL. That's terrible. It would have been nice to have John Mechie. It would have been nice to have Josh Jobe. I mean, you really, and like I said, I am not blaming injuries, but you could tell the effect in the game of losing Josh Jobe. Josh Jobe might not be a Patrick Surtain or a Trayvon Diggs or a Drake Kirkpatrick. He might not be a lockdown cornerback one, but you could definitely tell we did miss him in the game. We put Kyrie Jackson in for him to fill in his position or to fill in that back end, and Georgia, obviously, the one that took the lead, the one that kind of spring their fourth quarter run, was the big touchdown throw over Kyrie Jackson. Kyrie Jackson, not a bad player. I've seen people give him trash. And that's also another thing I don't believe in. I'm not going to trash any of these players. Although I will give my thoughts on Ajayi Hall in a minute. That's another issue. But I'm not going to trash any of these players. They represent the school, the team, the program I love so much. And they put their health on the line just to entertain us. And they're kids. I'm not going to go and slander kids. I'm 16. I just turned 16. I would not want someone slandering me. So I'm not going to slander these young guys who are obviously super talented. They're playing at the University of Alabama for a reason. But I would be wrong if I didn't say Kyrie Jackson did not play well. But that just comes with being young and comes with inexperience. He can work past that. Again, like I said, you saw the big touchdown. He didn't really turn his head, and he was too focused on the wide receiver. Wide receiver did a great job. I mean, great ball by Stetson Bennett. And I'm going to get to Stetson Bennett in a minute. But great ball by Stetson Bennett. Even better catch. And then there was that one, I don't remember his name. Burton. It was Burton. That number 7 was going to have that double move. Absolutely a lethal move for some of these young guys. And he hit Kyrie Jackson with that, and he was going to be gone, and Stetson Bennett saw it, and Kyrie Jackson grabbed him and pass interference. I mean, honestly, that was the right play to do. He shouldn't have got beat by the double move, of course. But I will say I'd take the 15-yard pass interference than the 70-yard bomb touchdown. You understand what I mean? So, I went on a whole mini rant, but like I said, I'm not going to blame injuries for this. I'm not going to say, we had Jameson, we had Mechie. No. Every team has injuries. It's got to be the next man up, and I'm not just going to say injuries cause that. I don't believe in that. Yeah, I'm collecting my thoughts. Well, let's get to Stetson Bennett. Man, I gotta give him credit. I don't think he's that great of like an NFL prospect, obviously, but he's a damn good college quarterback. He might not be your Heisman winner like Bryce Young was, and that's something I'm gonna get to in a minute. That's a whole nother thing. Hold up. But he might not be your Heisman winner like Bryce Young. He might not be flashy like Joe Burrow. He might not put up statistics like Cam Newton. But damn, he plays with heart. He plays with pride. He does not give up, and he's focused. And you could see that the other night. I mean, he made some beautiful throws. He didn't throw any interceptions. Obviously, I just talked about that big throw down the field. There's another touchdown throw where I can't give all the credit to Stetson Bennett. Some of the credit has to go to Georgia and their play calling, but they ran some plays. I mean, they were just running it down our throat on a drive. We really needed to stop them, and they were just pounding it. And on like 2nd and 1 or 3rd and 1, they do a play action. They send to Brock Bowers, who, by the way, is an amazing player, Brock Bowers. The guy is only 18 years old, and is one of the best tight ends I've ever seen in college football. He's up there with a Kyle Pitts. But they motion Brock Bowers out. They throw it to him, and you might have said might have been open, but Stetson Bennett made a really good throw because there was a guy coming right at Bennett, and he lofted it over so he couldn't tip it. And that's another good thing. I mean, Alabama got pressure most of the time. I mean, of course, we weren't in the backfield on every snap, but that's unrealistic. But we got enough pressure, I would think. But Stetson Bennett did a great job of not being affected by it. I mean, there were just some plays where Will Anderson was in the backfield immediately. But Stetson Bennett, smart, got the ball out quick, got yards. And so, like I said, I just want to give credit to Stetson Bennett, an amazing guy, an amazing player. A lot of... I'm thinking of my next thing I want to talk about. I guess I'll get back to this Ajayi Hall thing. I said I don't like to trash players. However, I'm not going to trash them. But what happened to Ajayi Hall, man? Sorry if I mispronounced the name. But he was amazing in A-Day. He looked like he would be a great possession receiver. Also had a lot of other skills, other skill set. I mean, he looked like a very promising player. And then he didn't get any playing time in the season. I heard murmurs of character issues or problems with a team or all this other stuff, off the field issues. And then, of course, we go down J-Mo. We go down Mechie. Ajayi Hall has to get in the game. And he's been talking about all year on social media, yeah, I want to get in the game, blah, blah, blah. He's been very just angry all season from what I've seen. And he gets in the game and he drops several key passes. And I'm not going to trash the dude, but if you're going to talk about how you want to play all year and you get to the biggest stage and you can play, you better play well. Back that talk up. There was a touchdown pass. I'll give it. It was a difficult, contested pass. But there was a touchdown pass that he dropped. And then, 3rd and long, Bryce Young, pressure in his face, drops an absolute dime. I mean, a very good pass. Over the Georgia defender, right into Ajayi Hall's hands. And he drops it. And I'm not here to trash him, like I said, but that was very disappointing to see him talk all year about how he wants to play and then go out there and lay an egg. I'm gonna get kind of down to the game analyst here, but Alabama, Georgia, it was a defensive battle for the first half. 9-6 was the score at halftime. And there were some big plays, though Bama just couldn't convert. And Bama was holding on for the third quarter and halfway through the fourth, and Georgia just pulled away. I mean, I believe we were up 18-13 with 8 minutes to go in the fourth, and we just blew it. But our main problem, if I had to focus on one, I mean, obviously, can't point to one thing that team didn't win. It's several things it's fault. But if I had to do one thing we could have done better, could have gave us a better chance at winning this game, I would have said red zone efficiency. I mean, there were so many times we got down to the red zone and absolutely crapped our pants. I can't remember all of them, obviously. I'm trying to block this game out of my mind. But I know we settled for a field goal multiple times. I know we got down inside the 5 twice and had to kick a field goal. It's disappointing. I mean, I believe we kicked 4 field goals, if I'm not wrong. I can't remember. I believe we kicked 4 field goals. We attempted 5, and 1 was blocked. I can't really blame that too much on us. That was just good play by Georgia. But, I mean, I think it was 4 or 5 attempted field goals. And, I mean, how many times are you going to get down in the red zone and not score? You know what I mean? That was really a main problem that if we could have fixed, we really could have put ourselves in a better position to win this game. If we would have converted in the red zone. We got down to the red zone and just crapped our pants. But hey, it is what it is. I'll say, like I said, I'm going to reiterate this again. Congratulations to the Georgia Bulldogs. Because, yeah, this might have sucked. And as much respect as I'm giving them right now, I hate Georgia Bulldogs fans. And I'm sorry if you're watching this and you're a Georgia fan. You take offense to that. I don't care. I hate Georgia fans. They are insufferable. Like Auburn fan level. And that's saying something. I would say the classic phrase about Georgia, everyone says, they got the mouth of Bama, but the trophy case of Ole Miss or the trophy case of Vanderbilt. But I feel like I can't say that. They just won a national championship. But still, when you look at the past years, I mean, they do really have the same mouth as Alabama fans. And I'm not trashing Alabama fans. Obviously, I am one myself. But at least Alabama can back it up. We're 18 national championships. And how many of those were claimed? NCAA says we have 16. We say 18. Whatever. But yeah, I hate Georgia Bulldogs fans. They bark at people. It's just, Georgia fans are the worst. But congratulations to the Georgia faithful. Congratulations to Bulldog Nation. They've been waiting a long time, 41 years, since 1980 for this. And they finally got it. Congratulations to them. All respect. Roll Tide roll, like I said. Roll Tide roll, always till I die. Congratulations to Kirby Smart. Obviously comes from the Nick Saban coaching tree. I appreciate what he did with Alabama. I think he won 4 titles while he was here at Alabama. I know he was in 2015, and that's when he left for the Georgia job. But I believe he won 4 titles while he was here at Bama, and I appreciate everything he did at Bama. He was an amazing defensive coordinator at Bama. And obviously for Kirby Smart, Georgia was always his goal. Alabama was just a stepping stone to get there. Georgia head coach was always his goal. He played for Georgia. And as much as I do not like the University of Georgia, and as much as I do not like Georgia fans, congratulations to him. It's nice to see him win with his alma mater, his thing. An amazing coach. I mean, he brought back Nick Saban style defense almost. I don't want to say that. Hold up. He brought back early 2010s, late 2000s defense in this era of college football, which is no easy task. I mean, you look at the few past national championship winners. You have 2020 Alabama, 2019 LSU, 2018 Clemson, 2013 FSU. I mean, college football has turned into an offensive shootout. And in this day and age where you have so many historic offenses, Georgia was able to do it and pull off an historic defense. Are they the best defense of all time? Probably not. Alabama hung 41 up on them the first time. Yeah, we only hung up 18 on them the second time, but is what it is. I won't go that far. But, I mean, in this day and age, I mean, it's crazy. And congratulations to all the Georgia seniors that are going to go to the draft in the NFL and the pros. They stuck with this team for a while. And even though I'm not a dog fan, I can recognize these names and be like, oh, that's a good player. Nakobe Dean, amazing linebacker. I've watched some of his tape, If I'm an NFL GM, he is top of my board and tops of players I'm interested in. Kobe Dean, I can't remember the name of the safeties, but they got 2 safeties who are NFL prospects. They got some cornerbacks. They got their cornerback 1 transfer from Clemson. He's amazing. My bad if I mispronounced this name. Kylie Ringo. I know it was Ringo. Got the pick 6 at the end of the game. Good for him. He's a great player. He's been with Georgia for a while. Or I don't know. Has he? I don't know. I don't know if he's been. I can't remember if he's a freshman or a senior. Point is, I've heard his name before. He's a great player. Jordan Davis. I still don't like him, but he's a national champion, and he came to play last night. I'll give him that. I'm trying to think of all the Georgia players. George Pickens, an amazing receiver. Some of their running backs, I don't know if they're going to the NFL quite yet, but James Cook, has torched us every time he's played us. He had a 70-yard run in the championship the other night. I remember his big catch last year in the regular season. James Cook is an amazing player, and even Nick Saban knows this, that he's a very dangerous player when you don't give him the attention he deserves. You also got Zeus, that running back, and obviously he's not a senior, but Brock Bowers, the freshman tight end, is amazing. Congratulations to Georgia. It is what it is. I'm very proud of this Alabama team, and sometimes I'm always proud of the Alabama teams. I'm always Alabama faithful. I love Alabama football. I love the University of Alabama. But sometimes I get disappointed in certain teams. But this one, I gotta say I'm proud of. They overachieved, if I'm being honest. And it's weird to overachieve at Bama. That's not really a thing you can do at Alabama. But, the way the team was built this year, you gotta think this was amazing to even get here. To even win a SEC championship. We still are 2021 SEC champions. Might not be as good as 2021 national champions, but whatever. To make it to the college football playoff as the number 1 seed, to make it to the college football national championship, and come within 1 game of winning it all is amazing. You got to look at what all we lost from last year. We lost one of the best quarterbacks, maybe the best quarterback before Bryce Young. I don't know. I'm not getting into that today. But one of the best quarterbacks to ever play for us, Mac Jones, who went undefeated last year and won the national championship and was a Heisman finalist, got drafted to New England in the first round and is currently balling out in the NFL. We lost running back Najee Harris, who had been with us for years, a guy who finished 5th place in Heisman voting and broke a lot of our rushing records. Drafted in the first round of Pittsburgh. He's been an amazing rookie running back for Pittsburgh. We lost 2 wide receivers. Heisman winner, the best college football wide receiver of all time, Devontae Smith. We lost him to the draft, drafted by the Eagles in the first round, and he's been a very good target in Philly, and I can't wait to see him grow. We lost Jalen Waddle to my Miami Dolphins, and obviously he's been great. Top 6 pick. He broke the record for the most receptions by a rookie this season. Who else we lose? We lost Alex Leatherwood, an offensive lineman who was great for us. We lost Patrick Surtain, a shutdown corner who is very good in his first year in Denver. Denver, you can talk all the crap you want about them not taking a quarterback, but Patrick Surtain's been a great player. Who else we lose? Christian Barmore, defensive lineman, pass rusher. and he got drafted by New England, and he's been an amazing as a rookie. I mean, all these players have been amazing, and we lost all that. 2020 Alabama, one of the greatest teams of all time, and we lost pretty much all of that. And to come back the next year with so many young guys, new quarterback, new running back, new wide receiver room, a young cornerback room, young defense overall, and to come new offensive coordinator because Steve Sarkisian, great offensive mind, left, and to come back and fight through it all. I'm very proud of this team, and I don't know if you saw, but, and this is what I wanted to talk about. I know there was something I was missing. I don't know if you saw post-game press conference. Nick Saban was talking with Bryce Young, Will Anderson, and they had finished their questions for Will and Bryce, and they dismissed them so they could go elsewhere and mourn the loss. And Nick Saban told them to stop for a minute, and he told them how proud he was of him and how this game doesn't define him. Not only is that a classy move by Nick Saban, but it's a correct move. I mean, Bryce Young, obviously Heisman winner, one of the best guys to ever do it at Bama, set several records for passing for us. And Will Anderson, this is what I wanted to talk about. I mean, Will Anderson's one of my favorite Alabama players of all time already. That's saying something. Not only this year was he dominant in a stat and on the field. I mean, 30 plus tackles for loss is insane. 15 plus sacks is insane. I mean, he played out of his mind this year. Should have been a Heisman finalist. Not the point of this video, though. But, I mean, it's the off-the-field things. I mean, Will Anderson has a mentality that I love. I mean, take a look at some of his quotes and speeches and all that. He's an amazing player. He reminds me almost a bit of Kobe Bryant mentally, and not disrespect to the late, great Kobe Bryant or anything to compare him to an amateur athlete. It's just his mindset and all that. I mean, before the game, he said, "I'm not happy yet. We still got to win this national championship. That's the standard." And after the A&M and Florida games, lost one, and then that was close, he said that this team needs to step up. I mean, he was a great leader for us, a great mental leader, and I just want to shout out Will Anderson. I adore Will Anderson. He's an amazing player, and I just wanted to say that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Probably left some stuff out. This is a 30-minute video, so if you're watching still, thank you. I'm sorry if you want to see me get mad and go, the refs, and that's another thing. I'm not blaming the refs. I mean, the referees were clearly very fair last night. I mean, I think they gave Alabama some favorable calls, and I usually don't even think that. I usually don't really like the refs, but I do think they were very fair last night. Maybe gave some calls Alabama's way. But I'm not going to get angry, break a TV like Uncle Lou, and that's another thing. Congratulations to him. I hate that guy, but congratulations. Not going to break a TV, I'm so mad. No, congratulations. Georgia has all my respect. Kirby Smart and all the players I mentioned and all their players have my respect. They're amazing. They're to wrap it all up. I'm sorry. Like I said, this is a rant. This is a non-organized. It was just hit the record button and shoot. But to wrap it all up, congratulations to the 2021 to 2022 national champion Georgia Bulldogs. They worked. They deserved it. And they beat us straight out. They were the better team. And I'll say, roll tide, roll till I die. Can't wait for next season. 2022 national champions, Alabama, next year. Let's do it. We'll bring many pieces back. Roll tide, roll. See you guys next year.